I fix my shirt, make sure I don't look too fat.
I look fat, I don't care.
Welcome to the shop once again. This is your social media Q&A. Got a lot of really good questions, so he's going to give you some answer here, Paul Shin. So some kind of fun little questions here to start out with.
Good, I like fun questions.
Been having some questions about where does he get his music from for his YouTube videos.
Yeah, you know what? So I was joking around with people, and I told them it was a high school jazz band, and we fed them Taco Bell. But it's not. I was totally joking, and people thought I was serious.
Oh my gosh.
Michael Caravelli does it, and Michael is amazing. He does every instrument, everything, but he does some of it digitally and some of it himself. And he does big band compositions, but he does everything. And in like the opening piece, the 17-second little opening piece that I use and closing piece, that has 46 instruments, I think, in it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Michael does all that.
Plus your little montage to Benny Hill.
Some people actually figured out, said, man, your music sounds a lot like Glenn Miller. Oh, good ear. So like I sent Michael a piece of Sun Valley Jump by the Glenn Miller Orchestra. And it starts like it does that. I sent this like little clip to him, and I said, "Can you take this and make it jazzier, and so that I don't get a copyright strike?" That's all the instructions he had, and he came up with that 17-second clip. And he said, I remember when he sent it to me, and he says, here, listen to this, and tell me what you think. It's just kind of a rough draft. And the first time I heard it, I just like jumped up. It's like, that's it. Exactly. Every note was exactly what I wanted. And I sent it back to him. Nope, you're done. Perfect. Leave it just like that. It's like,
oh my
you know, I'm not done. It's nope, you're done. That's perfect. Don't mess with it. So actually, if you want to get in touch with Michael, have him do music for you, I'll put the link down below in the description.
Yeah. Just in case, who knows? Maybe somebody else wants to have music made by him.
Yeah, he does all my music. Actually, he's working on 2 more pieces right now. That and it's going to be a surprise what they're for. But
yeah.
Well, one of them's for Christmas.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're making our own Christmas song. So all the music on my channel is all original music by Michael Caravelli.
That's so cool. To the next subject. I'm just going to get a couple of these little crazy things out of the way before I start reading some questions from people. So I apologize for things going so long. But we also have one brand new subject to bring up. His name is Paul LaFollette.
Oh, Paul
How do you pronounce it? Paul
LaFollette.
LaFollette. Such a special individual.
No, he's poor guy.
I'm trying to be as kind as I absolutely can without cursing. So this gentleman has made a fake YouTube account again. Yes, I repeat, again.
I thought it was a fake Instagram.
Oh, sorry. What did I say?
YouTube.
Oh, darn it. I meant Instagram. He's correct. So he made a fake Instagram account. I believe that was last year.
It was last year when I was in the hospital, when I
while
was dying.
he was in the hospital, while I was hanging on to Paul's life, trying to keep him alive, I get the alert that there's all this stuff going on Instagram about Paul and how he's a dirty SOB and stealing from his elderly disabled father and, for parts and blah, blah, blah. And he's going on and calling him every name in the book and all this, just one thing after another is just defacing Paul in every single way. And I'm like, who in the world is this crazy nut job? I mean, he was saying some things that, okay, he had a couple things right as far as basically kind of what Paul's truck looked like.
He had details.
He had some details about Paul and almost sounded like he knew who Paul was in real life. So I'm like, who in the world could be saying these crazy things? So finally, when Paul had come out of his medically induced coma, I was able to ask him, okay, this guy is saying these things, and we were able to piece it together.
I didn't even know my own name, and she's asking me these questions.
That the dad is somebody that Paul and Bob actually do know. I've
Yeah.
never met him before, but
He's
his
a
name
nice
is
guy.
Robert. Very nice man, I'm
Yeah.
told. I mean, if Paul and Robert give him the thumbs up and say he's a wonderful person,
He
then I
is.
know he is.
He's a very nice man. Yeah.
Unfortunately, his son Paul is not.
Not so nice.
And so he has taken it upon himself based on when you went to Robert's house to pick up the parts
Oh!
you
Well, we
purchased.
did a deal.
So this
Yeah.
is how we figured out who he was.
Right. So here's how I am. So my Bob and I went to that Bob's house. We'd arranged to do a deal on some parts. And then that Bob also came up to my Bob's house. And we got to go through his stuff and do stuff. Anyway, we made a deal and exchanged some Model A parts. Later, that Bob was not pleased with the parts he got out of the deal. And so the parts that I got from him, my Bob got from him, we were happy with our parts. We wanted to keep our parts. And I said, okay, well, how much would you have sold them for? And he gave me a dollar amount. And it was like $300 or something, whatever it was. I said, okay, fine. I'll bring you $300. So I did. I made it right. And he and I are still friends to this day. He helped me load the parts in my truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, hey, great. That's a great deal. Thank you so much. Have a great day. I can't wait to see you at Turlock. We're, shaking friends. We're great. Everything's cool. We still talk to this day. The son was very
Obviously.
upset that his dad was selling parts. And the son did not like me at all. He was being very obnoxious.
Aggressive?
He was passive aggressive, but aggressive.
Yeah.
And he really, he's telling his dad not to sell the parts. It's like it's his dad's parts. And his dad even said, these are my parts. I can do what I want with them. Well, the son took great exception to that. And I assume there was a conversation after we left.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, the sad part is, and we don't need to get too far into this, but the sad part is he has problems, okay? And now he's impersonating me and saying things that I stole from his dad or whatever. Well, if I stole from your dad, then why are your dad and I still friends? And why didn't your dad tell me?
Yeah.
And why did your dad help me load the parts in my truck and take my money?
Yeah.
I don't think that's stealing.
So I'm bringing up all this stuff because
One
these
deal.
are the kinds of things that are happening. And today I got a warning from one of our other viewers.
did?
Thank you so much, William. We love you so much.
William.
Yes, William was very nice and said, hey, does Paul happen to be
Is it
trying
William?
to... Yes.
Oh, I love that guy. Yes.
he
okay.
happened to
he's a nice
see
guy.
that this person saying it was you was giving away a truck or something. I
Oh.
think that's what it said. I'll put it what he said right up here.
Give away a
And
truck.
something to that effect.
You don't want my
he
truck,
says, "Are
it's
you?
garbage.
Is Paul
You don't want
involved with something like that?"
No.
Because it looks kind of suspicious, big time.
My truck's garbage.
And so,
Nobody wants
anyways, I was trying to find where this could be. I was trying to look up different things, Paul's name, because in the past this other guy had done this and was saying all these horrible things and taking stuff from our YouTube
I need an oil
channels
change here.
and taking things from
You need an oil
Instagram.
change, too.
and all these
You're getting worked up. You need an
don't
oil
know.
change.
and anyways, making this thing like it was Paul's account. So we had gotten that fixed, almost went to the authorities, didn't. I thought it went away. So anyways, today I found out he's back and being the same little nuisance that he's been and saying horrible things about
But
it.
he slanders all kinds of people, though. We're not the only ones.
Yeah, so he did have on the last one that he had, he called it something else, something reproductions or something, and he was slandering so many different people. Whoever he had an issue with, he was just
We're one
saying
out of dozens of
horrible
people.
things about them. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
So anyways, I'm trying to take care of that at this moment, and if you see any other accounts that has to do with Paul, please let us know if it looks suspicious so I
Yeah.
can
Especially if I'm
check it
giving away
out.
my truck, because I would never do that. My truck's junk. I wouldn't give that to
I
anybody.
have no idea what year of a truck, if it was a Model A
yeah.
truck, I don't know. I never could find the information on that. So anyways, I'm going to get into like actual
we ever gonna actually-
questions.
Golly.
And
Okay, let's do this.
yeah,
Thank
it's
goodness.
time. So let me
If you,
put
watched,
them
if you watched this far, you deserve a new truck.
totally. Jerry. Hey,
Hi,
Jerry. He says, was watching your video and Chris, this was the one that I put just in case Chris Maley is watching.
Hi, Chris.
Chris was looking for a club to join,
Oh, good. Okay.
and this Jerry friend of ours says our club, Grape Country A's, is always looking for new members.
Cool.
And I guess they're located at least somewhere in the nearby area where our friend Chris is. And so hopefully, I don't know if they ever got a hold of each other or not. I'm hoping by now that they did, but just in case, I just
they
wanted to put a shout out there. And
Yeah.
I'm going to put this up there so
Great
of course
Country
you guys.
A's, salute.
Woo! Oh, he's also going to be at the Gilmores
Oh,
for
okay.
A's
See you there.
Days, and he hopes to see you there.
Yep.
I
Oh,
hope
don't
so,
forget
too. That'd be
Model
fun.
A Days at the Gilmore, the Mayfield Museum.
Yeah, that's
I'll be
going to
there.
be fun.
Yeah.
I wish I could be there.
I know. Too bad.
Oh, well.
John Begg told me I have to be there, so John Begg said so.
Okay, now this is a miscellaneous thing. I'm going to put it up.
Okay.
Hopefully the person who wrote it will get to see this.
Hope so.
And other people might have the same
If
question.
anybody's watched this long, great.
Yeah. It says the GM alternator is a worthwhile modification.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of going, there must be a little bit above it, but I must have kept it out for a reason.
Oh.
Anyway, it says,
Probably talking about the video where we converted the GM
Maybe.
alternator to 6-volt positive ground
well,
for the
we'll
Model
see
A.
as I read on here. Along with a few other mods you have accepted. I have a problem, however, with the look of the GM alternator and was wondering if you are familiar with the Power Master 82006 Power Gen Positive Ground alternator,
Yes.
specifically designed for a Model A. It is
Yes.
an alternator that's housed in a generator
It looks-
look-alike case.
It looks like a
It is more expensive at around $350 to $230
It's-
for the new Rex
Yeah.
GM style. However, it doesn't hurt my eyes as much.
Yeah.
I'm running one and it works well. Please share your opinion.
My opinion is I'm cheap.
Yeah, it is
So,
cheap. Quick story, when we were first married and I wasn't making a whole lot of money yet, I'm like, do you by any chance have 20 bucks that I could use? And he's like, okay. And he'd open up his wallet and go,
I don't want to be
Like
in this
this.
video anymore.
I love his cheapness though. It is why we're so successful today.
I live debt free.
Yes.
I don't borrow money. We don't have a mortgage.
I think it's funny. That story, I love it.
Remember when the housing market, everything was crumbling and all your friends were losing their houses, and
Whatever.
we had our house. So
It'll be okay.
you want a cheap husband, ladies. You want the cheap guy,
You want the guy that saves his
the
money.
guy who saves his money. So okay.
Okay.
The problem is those, although they look neat, they're like darn near $400 right now.
Oh, well, it's gone up even higher. huh?
Versus for $50, I can convert a GM alternator that I got at the swap meet for $5 into 6-volt positive ground. And then I just fix it. I do a quick restore and it goes tss, 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 like that.
Yeah.
And then it's not so ugly. And then when you open the hood, close your left eye.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
Hey, for $350, I can overlook a lot.
Yeah, it's a big price there if you can do it cheaper. Heck.
That's me.
It's our friend Philip again.
Hey, Philip.
Yay! Okay, says he says Staten Island,
Hi.
New York. Let's see. Blah, blah. He's talking about us being helpful. Thank you very much.
Glad to help.
Okay, he has a question regarding the General Motors 6-volt positive ground alternator that you have. Hey, we were just talking about that.
Just
Okay.
talking about that.
Sometimes I forget what I had next. Okay.
Since you don't tell me it beforehand, it's always a surprise to me.
Okay, alternator that you have suggested for use in Model A instead of the original generator. I too like to keep my 1929 Town Sedan original with few modifications and agree. Oh, you know what's hilarious? I'm such a dork.
Is that the top of the other one?
It is.
We're done here.
Okay. So the one he just answered was from Philip.
Okay.
I'm serious. All this stuff is making me lose my brains lately. So many things going on. Sorry, guys.
I'm a zombie now.
Okay, another thing, people are starting to ask about how to donate to Paul's cause and getting these beautiful vehicles running and working and all that good stuff. So I'll link a little picture right here that shows you where it's located on his YouTube page. It's simple. You just click on that little spot where I circled it in blue.
And thank you.
Nice and simple, and it is so very helpful, that's for sure.
And you know where that money has been going?
Into the cars?
Parts, Bert's Blocks, machine shop, radiator shop, because we're having a radiator built for this one.
Gotcha.
Oh, and I just ordered a set of tires and tubes for this one. Upcoming video, how to change tires on a Model A Ram. Because this car's tires are atrocious.
They're really bad.
They
lose air so fast.
But the reason they lose air is because, I mean, they sort of resemble tires.
They once were tires.
They once were tires. These things are so hard and crunchy. Every time they go flat, they break more. They can break pieces off the tires.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm driving that car on those tires.
So anyways, if you would like to help
that's where the money goes.
Paul's endeavors here in getting Model A's back on the road and showing neat videos and being able to afford to buy the parts and stuff to share these videos.
That's what we do. Everybody's been so helpful.
You're
Thank you.
amazing. And thank you so much for those of you who have donated already and continue to. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Okay, Andy. Hey.
Hi, Andy.
He says, we have a 32-door and my 22-year-old son, who is a radio sports broadcaster with a love of old technology, wants to find a period correct radio that might have gone in an early 30s car like ours. Any suggestions for brands, models, resources, where to search, etc.?
Well, there was no car radios in 1930.
I didn't think so.
Mid 30s is when Gavin and the Motorola and Crosley came out with the, but there was a big box in the back, the little control head up front, all kinds of stuff they had to do to the ignition system so that you could even hear a radio station while the car was running.
Wow.
Insulating the top for antenna, doing grounding, all kinds of stuff. It's not as simple as just sticking a radio in it and getting it to work on 6 volts.
Is there anything, what's the earliest that he could get, do you think?
Like 35, 36, but I'm telling you, it's gonna suck. So what we do, so our Zenith Transoceanic, it's a tube type radio, does run on batteries. It takes, I forget what it is, it's 60 or something like that AA batteries for the high voltage.
60 is 60?
60, yeah, because it needs 90 volts.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It takes 60 AA batteries, and it takes, I forget how many D batteries for the filaments.
Oh my gosh.
But that's a 1950s authentic radio.
So you have like $100 and something and it's shoved in your radio.
Oh no, I buy the cheapy garbage batteries for
Really?
it.
So
Yeah.
you spend $90 something?
No, I buy cheapy batteries for it. No, are you kidding? I wait till they're on sale at Harbor Freight or something.
Okay, go on, I'm sorry.
Anyway, that's what we run in the 2-door sedan. And even so, with that, and it has the separate antenna with the suction cups you stick on the window and all that, you can't listen to the radio while the car's running.
Wow.
At all, not even a little bit. Not for about 2 blocks from wherever the car is.
Well, if he just wants it for the looks, for the fun of it,
Oh, then slap anything in there.
where can he find older stuff like that?
eBay.
Just eBay?
eBay, yeah.
What about that radio thing that used to go on?
California Historical Radio Society? Oh, you're talking about Radio Attic.
Yeah, Radio Attic. Is it that one where you
Oh,
sold
yeah.
radios and stuff that had the old tubes and whatnot?
once in a maybe once every 2 years you might find an old car radio on there.
Oh, okay. It's more of home radios that they would have there.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, I guess eBay is the best way to look, I guess. Hopefully you'll find something cool.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
But at least he'll know that, there's no way of really running it and enjoying it unless he's sitting still and the engine's off.
Yeah, you can coast downhill, shut the engine off, and listen to the radio. And it's 3-1 right now as the Indians are up, and then you got to start the car. Ah, jeez, So,
Oh, gosh.
tell your son the sportscaster salute from another radio guy.
All right, Kevin.
Hi, Kevin.
This is very, very long.
I need an oil change then.
You need an oil change.
Okay, you need an oil change?
Let's see what I can.
It's hot in the shop right
You
now.
guys will be able to read it if you feel like. Pause it if you need to, because I'm telling you there's 4 different sections. It's long. So I'm going to try to only hit on the most important stuff as I kind of scan down here to try to make this a little shorter.
I just got home
If
from
I
work.
can. Okay. With that being said, okay, he says a lot of stuff right here.
Oh, while you're doing that, I'm going to grab a cold beverage.
Get a cold
You
beverage.
want one?
I'm still working on my coffee that you were so sweet to give me.
Coffee in a
This
can.
Girl Scout mint cookie kind.
You know it.
Yummy. Okay.
Who loves you? Who loves you?
He saw one of the Vice Grip garages the other day and saw that you helped him in driving his Model A purchase home after 75 or 700 miles. He wasn't surprised that you assisted him. That's so sweet.
Derek and I are buds now.
Perhaps you could help me with something. I'd like an opinion on the Model B truck I just purchased. Bought it off my friend whose grandfather bought it in the 30s. It hasn't run since 1954. His dad put a new to the vehicle, Model B, in it, but never finished the installation. I have not located the serial number, and it's not visible by the steering box. I believe this is because it has the wrong form fenders on it.
Oh. Okay.
As they used in Manitoba mud. I'm not sure what Manitoba is. Maybe it's a place. They changed the rear fenders, but the originals were in the box. I think it's a 1934, but haven't seen the same badging on anywhere before. I'm sending some photos, which are down at the bottom. There's a lot of stuff. The doors and the box, I think, are in decent shape. I'm having troubles finding 33 or 34 steering front feathers, though the rears seem plentiful. My rears have some rust issues, so I think I'll just replace them with new protection. I would appreciate an opinion on vehicle and plan. Also, I believe the original headlights are in the box, but it appear to be 1935 style with no crossbar. Breathe. And then I will put the pictures up there. He has just a picture of the lights. See those lights right there?
Nope.
They're just too tiny right there.
Yep.
I'll show you them in a little bit.
And I have my boomer glasses on.
Yeah, you need your boomer glasses on, but he's got just pictures of the vehicle, which is so cool. It's the kind of vehicle I would totally want. I like those older kind of patinaed and
you need a patina roadster is what you need.
and I like rustic stuff. That's what it is. What do you say? What do you say to all that?
I'm younger than you.
Whatever.
I think what he's asking for is some moral support.
Maybe.
Yeah. Go get him.
You got this, Kevin.
You can do it. Absolutely. We've started with worse.
Yes,
Much
that is
worse.
true. That is very true.
Some of the garbage I drive started out way worse than what you have. At least your truck's sort of in one piece.
So now the serial number he's talking about, isn't that on the...
No, on a B. No.
No,
And I
it's
forgot.
not on the
No.
body thingamabob. I can't
You're thinking
even
the
think
top of
the
the frame rail.
Yeah, I can't even think of the word suddenly. Yeah, it wouldn't be there in a B?
I don't know on a 34. I don't know where it is on a 34.
Yeah, usually 34s are kind of a little outside of your little box, maybe.
Yeah, well, 32s I know about, but not
Yeah.
34s, because a lot had changed. I know that Willie's BB 34BB truck, it was somewhere near like where the steering box was or something like that. But
Interesting.
usually what people do is they take whatever serial number's on the title and they stamp it on the firewall way down at the bottom where it meets the frame kind of. Then they can point to somebody and say, well, there it is right there, and they don't know.
Huh.
You go to the DMV, your typical Department of Motor Vehicles employee does not know.
Yeah, usually that's outside of their knowing, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's too old for them. Good luck. You can do this.
You got this. If you have any other questions, Kevin, that
We believe in you.
we didn't answer, just
We've got your back.
Give us another shout out and let us know maybe some more detailed stuff that maybe we can help you with better.
30 words or less.
Yes, if you can, please.
Preferably less.
You can see
Don't
where
slap
it
your
was.
legs.
Sorry, I have bad habit of slapping my legs.
You slap when you talk.
Hush your mouth.
Hush your mouth.
I said I no. Okay. Anyways, none of those shenanigans. Okay.
Stop.
So. Oh no! I did it again. So, anyways, that's for the blooper reels. Let me see if I can talk without slapping my legs.
You can't now. Now you're like,
So I will put it up here and show you the video that you can watch with the link down there.
Can I give up some TV magic here real quick?
Sure.
Do you have a second?
I do.
Do you guys have a second?
I hope
Can I do
so.
that? Okay.
Or they're like,
Right now, okay, I'm gonna give myself up. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
What are you doing?
Okay, first of all, I'm
I
gonna
have
show how
no
I do
clue.
this. Okay, so here's one. Okay, then this one. Wait. Here's this one.
Okay.
And now what you'll notice is, see how this one has different dirt on it? Okay, there's that one. There's the one I'm wearing. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, now I've got this one. Okay, this one isn't worn yet. Okay. And then I've got this. I have 25 of these.
25! Holy mackerels.
Okay, this one you'll see has dirt right here and some other little things. Okay, now here's why. Here's why I say this. So when I shoot
are
videos, I know they've been sitting over there. Don't get them confused now.
Oh, man.
Okay, so here's what happens. I'm going to give up some TV magic. So what happens is I get up early in the morning, I come in the shop when it's cool, and I'll film for a half an hour or an hour, and then I got to go to work. Okay? So what I do is I have different shirts for whatever videos I'm shooting. Then I know, okay, that shirt's the one where I'm shooting the video where I'm doing this. That's shirt. So I put that shirt on, continue that video, take it off, put it to the side. So when you watch the video, it looks like one continuous day of working on a car, because my shirt just gradually gets dirtier and dirtier, has the same
Sorry,
marks on it.
I know the image, so it's just making me laugh.
You know, because you see me do it. Yeah. But actually, that video probably took a month to shoot.
Or sometimes a whole week, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, depending on what he's doing.
It's not like I'm just in the shop for a whole day shooting a video all in one sequence.
So many hours.
I'm shooting like 15 minutes here, 30 minutes there, whatever. I put that shirt on, shoot for 15 minutes, take that shirt off, and put it aside. Okay, that's the shirt for changing the tires. That's a shirt for the one where I'm, fixing the windshield. That's the shirt. Okay, that's the shirt I put on. Then I shoot more footage for that video.
Yeah.
And then I take that shirt off and go, okay.
Yeah.
So that's how, because I have such little time. Right now, I'm taking my supper time to make this video.
Oh, no. I'm sorry.
My time is so tightly budgeted because of my full-time job. I volunteer for the sheriff's office. I do Model A videos. We do some volunteer work for other stuff. Plus, I have my part-time job. And so
there's this little bit.
There's a sliver, teeny tiny sliver.
For me. His wife.
You have a phone.
Whatever. Thank you for joining us. We
Peace
love you. Take care. Stay well. See you next Wednesday.